Welcome back YouTube, Neo vs. L. Today we're gonna be reacting to OnlyFans girl rage quits over well, like let's get into the video, man. Who cares?
Your DNA is going to be the same from when you're born and until you die. And it doesn't matter how you dress yourselves or what hormones you take. I mean, you're either going to be a male or a woman. You have those chromosomes in your body. There are certain things about yourself that are going to stay the same your whole life. And you have to accept those and embrace them, because if you don't embrace them, you're just going to be hating yourself.
I really wanted to be normal. Like that, there's nothing in life I've ever wanted more than to be normal. And
What is that though?
That's the problem. That is the problem I run into, is that it doesn't really exist. And every attempt that I've made to try and be more like one gender or the other hasn't really worked. So finally I just got to a place where I was like, well, people may say that there isn't anything in between, but I'm in between, you know? And I feel like the people who really know me and love me, they see that.
It's difficult to think that there could only be two. Like, how is that? How would that even be possible?
Wait.
Like on a spectrum of.
So you made it. Alright. I did not know that this video was gonna be fufu, my nigga. I didn't know this video was gonna be fufu. Yo, let's just get past this shit.
Like masculinity and
Just,
femininity.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't you lie anywhere?
It's not really difficult. What do you mean? How is it possible?
Who the fuck is
It's been
talking?
possible since the beginning of time, bruv. Now, if you want to think something different,
Who the hell is this
about
nigga?
forcing it on other people or onto kids especially, then
Who
that's
is this
fine.
nigga,
You
bro?
go and do that.
Well, it's like the tomboy idea that a
This
girl
probably his video. I don't know what, like,
yeah, more masculine doesn't mean
I don't
she's
know what's
not a
going on with
girl.
this new
But there's
YouTube
spectrum,
system
but there's
thing,
two
but-
definitive parts of the spectrum.
Well,
Then
man.
would you? Okay. Well, would me
I'll
being
put myself for
born
hell, 'cause
male, biologically male,
probably that
would
nigga
you
will
say
come back
100%
again, like, some
male?
shit, like.
Well, you made the transition, so you didn't feel like
But
a
you
male.
were physically born as a male.
But
But
then
you were
would you say I'm 100% female?
I will be honest and say I feel I use the chromosome, but I would say you are under 100% a male.
So-
I wouldn't say that.
That would just be my belief.
You're 100% what you're portraying to me.
And because I'm that,
Who am I to
wouldn't-
decide that for you?
Wouldn't that mean that I am somewhere on this gender spectrum?
No, I
necessarily
don't.
one or the other, which is the binary.
Scientifically, you are one thing, and you'll always be a male. Scientifically, you can express yourself however you want to the world, and hopefully the world accepts you for who you
You're
want
a
to be
man.
and who you are.
If adults want to say that they're dogs, want to say that they're a different gender, and they're not doing any harm to anybody else, they're not putting it on kids, they're not forcing normal people to change their language, you go ahead and do that. But you can't then start attacking people that still believe in biological facts.
Yeah.
That's where the whole debate goes.
Can't do that
right.
shit, my
You
nigga.
were born a biological male. You were born a biological
Bro,
female. Done
I'm gonna
with
tell you
bio-
this, bro. If you are gay or transgender and people do not agree with what you're doing, bro, it's like, bro, don't assault people or attack people for it, cause not everyone is gonna accept what you are. I'm sorry, like, me, I don't accept it. What the fuck you gonna do? About to kill me? Like, get out of here, bro. I'm not with the fufu people, bro. I don't gonna lie to you.
biological male. This is just.
I'm not with the fufu niggas, bro.
No, once you start saying there are hundreds of genders
What the
that you
fuck?
can identify as anything you want, you're going to end up with kids at school going, "I'm a horse," and you've got to treat me like a horse.
Here's you're confusing two things.
No, I'm not.
Sex and gender.
I'm not.
I accept.
They are being conflated.
Biological sex is one thing which I totally accept, and so do 99% of the people in the LGBT plus community. Gender is something different. Gender identity is how you see yourself.
And do you
of
believe
course-
it's? Do you believe it's limitless?
No, I don't believe it's limited.
What's the limit?
Well, there is basically male and female and intersex, but there are people who have different gender identities.
No, but how many genders are there?
Well, there is no fixed number.
So what's the limit?
I don't see a particular limit.
There's no limit. So when you said there's no, you said
No.
there is a limit. Now you admit there's no limit.
I just wanted to check before I begin if Naomi could confirm her pronouns for me. I say her, I could be wrong. So it'd be great if Naomi could tell me their pronouns.
No, I'm not going to tell you my pronouns. Why would you like to know Naomi's pronouns? You might as well ask me mine, which you can ask with
to actually. Yes, Vanessa, what are your pronouns?
Well, I'm she, her. I'm mother of 2 daughters and grandma to 4 grandchildren, and I'm she, her. But I wonder why you want my guest Naomi, whom you don't know, to tell you her pronouns before we even start.
To show how simple it is. So the conversation, or one of the big conversations, is whether or not preferred pronouns should be allowed in schools.
I'm a parent. I have 2 children, and I am against everything that is going on in the school system right now. In my kid's school, there is a teacher that identifies as a cat and requested a litter box to the school. How come parents are not informed what's going on?
Yo, this nigga said, what? A teacher identified as a cat. So you mean to tell me niggas identify themselves as a fucking cat now, my nigga? Yo, the way how she said it was funny as fuck.
I'm a parent. I have 2 children, and I am against everything that is going on in the school system right now. In my kid's school, there is a teacher that identifies as a cat and requested a litter box to the school. How come parents are not informed what's going on within their schools, right? They're there 8 hours a day. They basically live at school and visit home. Why is it that as a parent, I don't have a right towards my children anymore?
Anyways, there's a lot of violence against women.
It's a good point though.
More violence against women.
Another
Yes, there is
reason,
domestic
statistically
violence. Do you
speaking,
know how many
men
women
are
have
way
died?
more likely to
Then
be
they're just
shot,
not
to be
speaking
stabbed,
and to commit
be
suicide.
assaulted.
We as men are way more likely to be victims of violent crimes. Women are just more fearful of it, so they talk about it more.
You know what women are more likely to be? They're more likely to be SA'd, and they're more likely to be stalked, and they're only more likely to be SA'd if you don't count the prison population.
Men do not speak up about those things because then it makes them feel weak.
And then
Because they
that's
tell
other
us to
men.
suppress their
It's other men.
emotions.
It's other men
Yes.
that are.
Why the
it's
fuck?
other men
Hold up,
that
bro.
are-
Why the fuck would mans even speak on it? Cause every time we speak on the stuff, no one gives a fuck. Let's be honest, yo. No one gives a fuck about us. But you bitches, you females get everything. Everyone cares about when a bitch cries. But when niggas cry, no one gives a fuck. They don't give a fuck about us, man. That's that's the truth and facts. No one cares a fuck about when a nigga cries. We don't care. It's just the truth, man.
That are making other men feel like they can't. That they can't.
It's
This
other
is-
men.
thi-
That's how we
This is why I think niggas be killing themselves too, boy. This shit, cause who is there for us to talk to? Our father, our mother, our friends. You see?
It's toxic masculinity.
No such
Why
thing.
don't men
No
other?
such thing.
Whoa, she shushed him there. That could be seen as toxic femininity.
Why don't men want to speak up? Because they're afraid of getting judged by other men.
My mom used to be.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I wanna kick. What's up, bitch, bro?
Afraid of being judged by
What up, bro?
Exactly.
No,
This bitch. Can this thing start moving fast? Like what the fuck?
I would never judge.
This bitch with the green top and the blonde hair, you wanna get booted out of my fucking house, my nigga. When you did that shit to me. There's no way I'm gonna be sitting down there, this bitch saying, shh. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like, bitch, who the fuck do you think he is? Who the hell do you think you are, my nigga? There's no way in hell I'm gonna be sitting down there doing that shit. What the fuck you talking about?
Dude, man, if he got assaulted,
If
I
you got
would never do
assaulted,
that.
came
That
back crying to you.
is,
Oh
no,
my God.
how is
Yeah,
that?
you would never do
Okay,
you
you're
wouldn't
I
do
wouldn't judge him.
Now, I don't know her personally. Maybe she deal with the situation differently, but I know for a fact there's a lot of girls that would find it unattractive and not like it if you've been assaulted and you came back crying. And I'm not saying that's correct. I'm just saying that's the way it is. Women don't want to be with a guy that's the victim. They want to be with a guy that's masculine, the protector, the one that can protect himself and protect her.
I've been in that position. I've been in that position where I've been assaulted. I've been in that position. Why would I ever go and turn the tables and be like, you're whatever, you're worthless, you deserve that? Why would I ever do that? I'd be there. I'm a good person.
No.
And for you to make that assumption is fucking
This
terrible.
is the thing where she's
do
defending.
not make that
No,
assumption
again,
about
remember
me.
my thing earlier about how women are depending on my own
have
benevolence to
something
ignore the point.
very
This is
important to
what
say
they
about
do.
that.
Okay? This is what they do.
No, how dare you make that assumption about me, How dare you?
How dare
No.
you? deserve a lot more.
Wait,
I'm so sorry that
but
happened.
wait a second. What are you?
I'm so
What,
sorry.
but what are you assuming? You're assuming that I don't care. That I'm saying you don't care about that person?
No,
No,
you just
I'm
said
saying
you're
you would be
wrong.
unattracted to him as a fan. Yes.
No, I wouldn't. It's here you go
Objectively.
making another assumption, sir. Here you go making another assumption.
Basically,
I would never. I would never.
Hey, they need a kick out. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Sexist?
It's a bad
You need to get
topic.
kicked out.
You're feminist. You just
My nigga.
honestly don't realize how far we've gotten in America.
Or how they frame feminism
You're talking
now.
to a woman right here, okay? Can you stop being sexist, please?
I'm not a woman.
Huh?
What if I have a penis right now? Then literally, I would ask you to get therapy because all of that in between is fine. But when you are biologically born with a vagina, you're a girl, and when you're born with a penis,
I'm out of here.
you're a male.
Doing her best
Wait,
Pico.
come on.
Get out of here, man. Like, don't kiss about you leaving, man. Like, fuck all
So
that.
the girl saying a biological fact is now apparently transphobic. If you actually think like this and you think people are bad and horrible people for saying biological facts,
You are made of stupid.
I made a joke. I was like, "What if I have a right now?" And
Wait,
she was like, "I
hold
would be repulsed by that," and that pissed her off.
Wait, that was it? That's what she got upset about?
No, because she was like,
She
"She's
defined what a man and a woman
said
are.
if you are biologically born with a vagina, you are a female, and if you're born with a penis, you're a male.
That's it?
right."
And
Yeah,
That's what got her?
She said you were being so transphobic.
You don't get to decide.
I feel like it was a lot of things. I feel
Well,
like
you
she was
can't-
already like raging a little bit before from
Look.
like what you
Feminism
said.
thing.
Every single time she brought up a point about feminism, it got debunked
By
in a
a woman.
sentence
You
or
can't-
less
you can't
by
put her down
both
so
men
much when she's not in
and
the room,
women.
though. That's not
So she was
cool.
pissed off that she had nothing
But she's
to
not in
back
the room
up
right now. You
to
can't-
back
you
up her
can't go too
beliefs.
heavy.
She had nothing.
I honestly don't even think she was really pissed off at that. I think she was just looking for an excuse to storm off because she was triggered from the conversation at the beginning. She's a donut and she loves to make a scene, and one thing that is for sure is she needs Michael.
Get some help.
Alright, the video is finished. Like, comment, subscribe. Neighbors is out.